This here is a more common situation than most men realize, and it happens simply because you get a lot of desperate men out there. They get in this trap of they want the pee, right? They want to get in that hatchet wound, the woman's slippery gash, and he's thinking, God, I need to get one of these. How do I get one of these? And then he sees off in the distance over there. What is it? A woman walking down, probably portly, a bit older. Maybe he got some not great clothes on, a little questionable appearance, but it's a woman. And what is following her? Why, anywhere from 2 to 5 kids her own. Little brats with him, and he thinks, God, single mom, oh, that's my shot. Yes, the heavens have opened up and sent me this beautiful woman who's probably a bit desperate and has lowered her standards. And then I will swoop in here, and I will get access to that gash. Yes, I will get access to that gash. And then you get situations like this happening, stepfathers. And what happens when the woman gets a little fed up with him? That's what this clip.
Dude, do you think it's weird? This is something that doesn't get talked about a lot, is like, where do stepdads go when the divorce happens, you know? Because they kind of don't get to see the kids anymore, you know?
Oh, I didn't think about that. You're saying when you get divorced, and you basically break up with the stepdad. I think they go back to like the apartment, dude. It's straight to an apartment complex
That has a pool at it.
Yeah, I think the representative.
So he's making a joke about it, of course, here. I smashed my mic a little there, camera stand. Saying that when you get broken up with a woman, you just go back to your apartment living. Assuming he was living with the girl and a family of children. There's little brats he's looking after. But you got to understand, fathers a lot of times, they would enter into, stepfathers, mind you, enter into a situation like that, where they are wanting the pee to start with, and they, God, I'll take anything I can get. And then over time, just through the exposure and hanging out and doing things with the children, I'm going to say most men in that kind of scenario will actually develop some sort of connection with the children. Sure, some will just use the woman and yell at the kids that don't care about them. But for the majority of men in that kind of situation, I'm going to posit that, yes, they would develop a connection to the children. So it becomes more dangerous to them knowing that if the woman breaks up, the man, if they had been biological children, could have a say going to court, getting a legal right to see the children. But now it's when the woman's, I'm tired, you don't clean enough, you don't make enough money, screw you, I want other men anyway. I've been having them already. Oh, I'm taking the kids because you don't even... They take off with him, and the guy is now left with no gash, no nagging woman, and no children he's grown attached to.
From an apartment complex comes and picks them up in like a black limousine, takes them back, and they just wait in queue to be stepdads.
Yeah. But it's kind of crazy. You never think about that, because a stepdad gets involved in a kid's life for a couple of years, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
But then they have to just
peace out. I think some might stay kind of in, I don't know.
Is that weird though?
Yeah, kind of. It depends. I feel like if you knew the kid from when it was a baby, you should, or just keep the phone line open. Be like, bro, you can call me whenever you want, but
yeah,
I'm going to go look for some.
But like the first couple years, you kind of check in, and then you like forget one year. It's got to feel weird.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, and everyone knows that. It's kind of like if you were good friends with somebody, then you move away, and there's that initial period where, oh, you keep checking in. Oh, send me updates. Oh, what have you been doing? And then it starts getting less and less over time when they have the fill-ins, activities, the replacements that you used to do together now being taken care of elsewhere. And you still might check in, but the relationship does falter, does diminish. So you can imagine that as a stepfather. Good God, man. Hey, sport, how you doing? It depends on the kid's age. If they were old enough, maybe teens, you could still go out and, I don't know, play sports, things together. That's not uncommon, just for the different age groups of that type of activity. It's not as weird as if a guy is trying to hang out by himself with a 5-year-old or something afterward. So it's just one of the risks they run, dating these wild, crazy women.
Or if there's a new stepdad, you can't be like,
Hey.
You got to pass the baton and be like, he's a good boy.
But do those stepdads meet somewhere and like have a,
they meet at Sbarro.
Now, again, these are the comedians. I don't know if you're going to get the greatest advice from a guy with a beaver pelt on his head.
Meet at Sbarro and they ceremoniously split a pizza. And the guy gives the new stepdad
the old 50-year-old bro.
He has 3.
Hey, what's up? I'm Tom, 2015 to 2017.
Yeah, stepdadding's like, I kind of...
It's unheralded. There's not
exactly. I kind of wish I was able to experience it a little bit, honestly.
Yeah.
But, you know, I for real, I always assumed that was just like how it would go for me. I was like, yeah, I'll just kind of kick around and eventually I'll just date a chick with kids and be a stepdad. But it didn't work out that way. So I honestly wouldn't have minded. It'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, sometimes I have a dream maybe that I meet a lady and she already has a kid maybe or something.
Yeah, man. Just get in there at like 10. You know, fucking that'd be awesome.
10's a little old.
Yeah, I guess you're right. 6. Get out. I'm telling you, man, it's like the first fucking 3 years of just no sleep. You get all your good stuff.
Okay, anyway, guy, he's prattling on here, but the idea still stands here, gentlemen. It still stands here that the men, if you become a stepfather, if you get in a relationship with a girl who has children, just know the attachment to those kids is pretty likely if you're a decent fellow. If you're a decent fellow who's spending time around them, it's the likelihood of it happening. Now, there are cases where men just, after that gash, they want to keep using the woman, and which is also probably why the highest rate of childhood abuse comes from the non-biological males around the children, which comes to more of the women's side of things, and they pick the scoundrel men and bring them around the children, and that can have dire consequences. Sure, you get a new stepmom or girlfriend coming in, they can nag an evil stepmother stereotype and those sorts of things, but it's usually not of the same danger level as the non-biological male, oh God, coming in. Not always. So anyway, just should you be dating single mothers? Is it the same for single men? Or do we show a little sexism and say, oh, single men are fine? Do we show a little sexism out here, or we're gonna break it even here? What do you guys think? Is a single father in the same boat as a single mother? Or is one of them better? Which society views as more stable? A lot of times, single mother, you think, okay, that's expected. She went wild, went crazy. She's got some, he was abusive story. Like all of them do. And then the single father, a lot of times, I think, is, especially in movies and things, you see the single father as a little more elevated. Oh, he's a caring dad. Oh, he's great with children already. Oh, he's pre-vetted. And I notice in the romance books that has become the DILF. The father with children, for whatever reason now, is becoming a bit trendy on those formats, at least in story time that the women enjoy reading of. So for men, maybe they got it great. For women, who knows? Anyway, what do? Subscribe, hit the bell, good junk. That's it for here now. See you boys and gals later. Ghost Miss going back to playing those games here.